12 regulated blood glucose, 13 increased glycogen resynthesis, 14 glycogen sparing and higher use of muscle fat stores, 15 if you're struggling to stay in a state of ketosis or want to go into a state of ketosis for the first time, consider adding ketone supplements to your repertoire for optimal performance and results. Exercise to increase the rate of ketosis. Even though it might be the last thing you feel like doing, exercising more can speed up ketosis by depleting the body of glycogen stores naturally. Once the body no longer has glycogen, it will turn to fat burning as its main energy source. Research has shown that exercise can lead to ketosis. 16, 17, 18. Endurance athletes have special considerations. You may think an athlete cannot perform on keto. But studies have shown keto-adapted athletes had no signs of compromised endurance performance. Once the body enters state of ketosis, fat stores become its main energy source. A similar analogy might be switching a gas-powered vehicle to a diesel vehicle. It's the same vehicle operating in the same manner, just using an alternative fuel source to power it. What's more, a fat-adapted athlete can tap into stored body fat for fuel, of which the body stores far more than carbohydrates. Similarly, strength athletes have a few things to think about. A ketogenic diet is not limited strictly to endurance athletes. The same principles can also be applied to strength athletes. In a study performed on strength athletes on a ketogenic diet, increases were seen in all major categories including squat and bench press. 19. Furthermore, strength athletes may be concerned about a loss of muscle mass on a low-carb diet. But many studies show that muscle mass is at least maintained, and in some cases even increases on a ketogenic diet, especially when combined with resistance training. 20. In a study performed on athletes eating a lower carb diet, ketone bodies help assist in protecting against muscle protein breakdown. If anything, athletes on a low-carb diet may be protected against muscle loss, provided they have enough protein in their diet. 20. 21. Regardless of whether you're a strength or endurance athlete, a ketogenic diet can be used to burn fat and provide the body with the energy it needs to perform. Measuring ketone levels consistently, it can be difficult to know if you are in ketosis objectively. Thankfully, there are ways of determining if you're in a state of ketosis. Several devices can measure ketosis almost immediately. Blood testing. Blood ketone testing is the most accurate representation of your current blood ketone levels. It directly measures BHB levels in the blood. This is similar to how diabetics use monitors for reading their blood sugar levels, using a finger prick to draw and test blood. Using a blood reader is the most reliable method, but some people understandably don't like dealing with the finger prick, or simply don't like blood. If you are faint of heart, this may not be the best option for you. Blood testing strips also tend to be more expensive than urine strip counterparts, and the strips with which you test require repeat purchase. Urine testing. One of the most common ways to measure ketone levels is using urine strips. When blood passes through the kidneys, small molecules like glucose and ketones end up in the urine. Like glucose, ketones are an important metabolic fuel, and so they are mostly reabsorbed through the kidneys after the blood has been filtered. But some ketones are not reabsorbed, so urine testing is a way to indicate if ketones are present in the blood. Urine strips are inexpensive, although they must be purchased fairly frequently, but they don't give you the full picture. First, urine tests only measure the ketone body acetoacetate, not BHB. Second, the result gives you a color that corresponds to a ketone level, but doesn't give you a direct numerical reading like other measurement methods. Over time, keto adaptation leads to changes in how the kidneys handle ketones, meaning that urine ketone levels might be lower, even though the amount of ketones in the blood is the same. Breath testing. Acetone, the third and least abundant ketone, is spontaneously